Every year, humanity spends over $1.3 billion, not to create a drug, but just to discover one that actually works. That's 1 billion with a B. And if you think that's expensive, just wait till you hear how long it takes. On average, 12 years, from concept to approval. Now imagine this: what if artificial intelligence could cut that down, not by years, but by decades? Welcome to the Algorithm Report, where we decode how AI is changing everything, from finance to the future of medicine. Today, we're diving into one of the most expensive, risky, and life-saving industries on Earth, drug discovery, and how AI is completely rewriting its rules. Grab your coffee, because this story is worth every billion. And don't worry, no biology degree required. Just a stable Wi-Fi connection and mild curiosity about how AI might accidentally find the cure for your hangover someday. Chapter 1. The $1.3 billion problem. Let's start with the cold, hard truth. Bringing a new drug to market costs $1.3 billion on average, and 90% of drug candidates fail before reaching humans. Pharma companies spend years running simulations, wet lab tests, and clinical trials, often chasing molecules that lead to dead ends. Why? Because nature doesn't make it easy. There are 10 possible molecules. That's more than the number of atoms in our solar system. Traditional drug discovery is like trying to find a needle in an infinitely large haystack. But what if you could train an algorithm to search the haystack for you? That's exactly what AI is doing. Chapter 2. When AI meets chemistry. AI in drug discovery isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. Companies like Silico Medicine, DeepMind's AlphaFold, and Benevolent AI are leading the revolution. In 2020, DeepMind's AlphaFold cracked one of biology's toughest puzzles, predicting how proteins fold. This single breakthrough saved researchers decades of trial and error. Basically, AlphaFold did in weeks what your local university lab might take 30 years and 3 grant rejections to achieve. Then came Silico Medicine, which used AI to design a drug molecule from scratch, and got it to human trials in less than 2 years. A process that once took a decade now fits neatly between 2 Netflix seasons. Chapter 3. The AI arsenal. Tools that think like chemists. So, how does AI actually think in molecules? Through models like generative adversarial networks, GANs, and graph neural networks, GNNs. These systems can generate new molecular structures, simulate how they interact with proteins, and even predict toxicity before any human testing. It's like having a digital chemist, one that never sleeps, doesn't spill coffee on samples, and works at quantum speed. Though, to be fair, it does crash occasionally, usually right when you think it's about to cure cancer. But this isn't just about speed. It's about precision. AI can predict, with uncanny accuracy, how a molecule behaves in the human body, something even the best scientists could only guess before. Chapter 4. The real-world breakthroughs. Let's talk results, because hype without proof is just tech Twitter. Silico Medicine's AI-designed drug for pulmonary fibrosis entered Phase 2 clinical trials in 2023. Exscientia, another AI-driven company, has 5 drugs already in human trials. And Big Pharma? They're not sitting idle. Pfizer, Roche, and AstraZeneca are all integrating AI at every stage of R&D. At the result, drugs that took 10 years can now be designed, tested, and optimized in less than 2. Basically, the difference between "I hope this works" and "the AI says it will, so let's get lunch." Chapter 5. The ethical dilemma. But here's where things get complicated. What happens when an AI discovers a molecule that works, but no one knows why it works? That's the black box problem. Scientists can see the results, but not the reasoning, and that raises tough questions. Can we trust a drug we don't understand? Who owns an AI-designed molecule, the lab or the algorithm? And more importantly, does the AI get royalties? Kidding. But imagine explaining that to your accountant. This new frontier blurs the lines between innovation and ethics, forcing regulators, doctors, and tech leaders to rethink what discovery really means. Chapter 6. The billion-dollar future. Here's where it gets exciting. and terrifying. AI-driven drug discovery could shrink costs from $1.3 billion to less than $100 million. IT could turn rare disease research, once financially impossible, into a booming field. But that also means big pharma's power structure might shift. Startups with a few GPUs could compete with centennial giants. Yes, the same GPUs used to mine Dogecoin might someday cure diabetes. The timeline we live in is wild. And as AI models evolve, they'll not only design drugs, they'll run entire virtual trials, testing thousands of digital humans before a single pill is made. It's science. It's simulation. It's the future. Chapter 7. The tipping point. We are standing at a tipping point between biology and bytes. The race to cure diseases might no longer depend on who has the biggest lab, but who has the best algorithm. So the next time you hear AI is taking jobs, remember this: it might just be saving lives too. And if AI ever finds the cure for procrastination, I'll be first in line. The end. AI is turning the $1.3 billion problem into a data-driven revolution, faster drugs, smarter science, and maybe a longer life for all of us. But if you think this kind of exponential growth is fascinating, wait till you see how compounding works in your own life. Because whether it's molecules or money, growth follows the same rule. Small steps multiplied by time lead to massive outcomes. Click the video on the screen. The power of compounding, the law that builds wealth while you sleep. It'll change how you see progress forever. You've been watching the Algorithm Report, where we decode the future one breakthrough at a time. Subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for more videos. Thank you.